Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today, we are planting in the onions. We are going to, I'm a little late, so technically you can plant your onions about 3 to 4 weeks prior to your last frost. I am about, I don't know, 2 weeks away, maybe 1 week away from my last frost. We are going to be putting the um, watering systems that I use. I use Oyas, and I also use these watering grids, and I will obviously link all of the things that I use. So first we're going to put in the Oyas. I do have a bag of cow manure. I'm thinking about half a bag in each. And I have my straw to top the beds. I also have some worm castings, some biotone, some bone meal, some plant tone, some bulb tone because onions are bulbs after all, garden tone, and I have some blood meal. Did I say blood meal? Bone meal, blood meal? Yeah. So we're going to take everything out of these beds. We're going to dig in the Oyas, and then we're going to start top dressing everything. And I have my dibber to help me plant. I may or may not need it. I don't really know, but we shall find out. I can't find my other glove. I can't find my right hand glove for the life of me, but that is okay. You guys, I'm feeling really good. Oh, there's the gate. I'm feeling really, really good about everything so far. Life is looking great in the garden. My onions, however, should have been planted 2 weeks ago. I also have another bag of what's that called? Raised bed mix if I need it. I'm really, really excited about this gardening season, you guys. I did not clean my Oyas, but that's okay. Do as I say, not as I do. You should clean your Oyas. It's really important to have clean Oyas. I really wish I had my right hand glove, but that's okay. I'm going to put them exactly where they were last year, and you can see like it's easy to dig the hole. The soil's really nice and moist on the inside. I'm just putting it in the exact same place. Needs more room. I may not need to top it with any more raised bed mix, which would be great. I think that's good. Is it? That's perfect. It's exactly how you want it to be, all the way in the ground like that. I'm not going to fill them with water yet, as I'm not sure if we're going to get freezing temperatures. We shouldn't. Hopefully they don't crack. But I need to put these in, and I need to put the onions in, so it is what it is. Lots of roots in here, guys, from last year. Oh, no. No. A lot of leaves. I'm top dressing it year after year. I'm also going to go ahead and sow some marigolds in here, some of the gold little marigolds. I have so many seedlings. And yes, I did plant some. So I have some that I can just put in here, but I'm just going to add some seedlings because why not? Because I can use those marigolds all over the garden. I need to. A little more. Just got to break up the roots in this area. Beautiful. I think I'm also going to sow in my cucumbers and everything else. Maybe today or tomorrow. That all has to get done at around the same time. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I feel like maybe there's too much room in this here. I think this one has to come in a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Yep. Just about an inch or two. I'm going to have equal distance so that the bed is being equally watered. Oh, you know what? It's so much easier to dig right here. I bet this is exactly where I had it last year. Is that better? Yes. There we go. Much better. Let me just go a little bit further down. Oh, you guys. Oh, you know what? I got a piece of wood right there. That's probably why I can't go further down. So, yeah, there's a piece of wood right there. I can't go any further than that. It's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Well, that's good. All right, I'm going to do the other side, and then we're going to dress the beds. Okay, the next plan of action is to put half a bag of manure, if I can fit it on these beds, Maybe not an entire half bag, maybe just a little top dressing of it. Yeah, I'm not going to put, well, maybe I am. There we go, that's good. All right, that's good. I'm not going to put a whole half bag in each, just enough. You just spread it around. And we've had lots of rains, so it's nice to see that my beds did not sink too much, because sometimes that happens. Every year they sink just a little bit, but I always fill it early in order to catch sinkage if needed. So that's good. That means I have an entire other bag that I can put in the back bed and get that bed ready for whatever I need. Gotta make sure I don't cover the Oyas. And of course I will mix this in when I add some amendments. So now we're going to start with the amendments, and it's not for the week. You guys are going to be like, holy crap, that's a lot. I add a lot because I want my plants to produce. And I will say, I did add a lot of amendments last year, and everything was just stunning. I had beautiful onions, and that's my dream for this year. So, I will be growing cucumbers and watermelons up these trellises. That's good. We're going to add some blood meal. It's a lot of nitrogen. And onions need nitrogen to grow dark leafy growth. And because it is just a foliage plant, it's very important that you add blood meal. After that, bulb tone. As I mentioned, these are bulbs. We want them to bulb up. So bulbing is necessary. I keep bringing like an extra bag of bulb tone and realizing that I'm not using it that much. There's plenty in here. Wonderful. Just a little more over here. Just get rid of this bag. Okay. Garden tone. I always put garden tone in everything. So it's a garden. I want to tone it. Guys, it looks kind of scary, but these onions are going to eat this up. The long growing season ahead of them. And then a little bit of bone meal. This provides phosphorus for bulbs and other flowering plants. It's a bulb. And that's why, I think it moved. The camera moved because the fence fell. I'm sorry about that, guys. But the fence moved. It's almost like sawdust. All right, now that we've got everything on, we rake it in. Being very careful of the oyas. All right, guys, so the next item is this gardening grid, which I always put the watering system in the back. So the situation is that normally I'm able to fit it without the trellises. Well, because the trellises are in, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a difficult time to put these in, but I think I'm going to be able to shove it. Oh yeah, they're going to be fine. Oh, perfect. I love these gardening grids, you guys. They're amazing. They just adapt to all of your circumstances. It's a little bent, and that's okay. Actually, it needs to move up a little bit more. So these are going to give you the square foot gardening system. And I really like that. It works for me really well. It kind of gives me a place to start. Especially, I think it's really helpful if you're a beginner gardener. I need to get like a pin to pin it down. Oops. If you're a beginner gardener and you're not exactly sure, um, how to space things out, I will say that these square foot gardening grids are absolutely amazing. I do have to get tacks, and I will after. Not right now, just to tack it down because of the bulbing that's happening because of whatever, the trellis system. Anyway, that being said, in a square foot, you can fit 4 to 6 onions. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to do 5 in each. So it's not 4, not 6. And yeah, I am going to also hook up drip back here, and not like drip that's going to be connected to like my house because it's too far, but drip so that I can hook up a hose and it'll get multiple beds at once. That's the plan. So you can see that these are kind of slightly in the way, but that's okay because what I'm doing is just kind of pushing it in. So I could go ahead and like open these up and put it in or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it is hard to take these apart. You guys know how drip can be, but this is not bad. And I'm going to get it tacked, and I'm going to tack it down right here. And it's okay because you can maneuver. So these have holes, like emitter holes. And even though this is facing upward, I can maneuver the holes to go downward. But I will be getting a tack to tack it down. And so it's really not going to be a problem. Let's fix this side here. Just probably move this up a tad, just like that. Perfect. Not too bad. And then after I tack it down, it'll be fine. And it'll actually help me keep this in place also. Perfect. I'm just going to tack it down with a few tacks, maybe 3 total. 1, 2, 1 back here, 1 over here, 1 in the end. I just have to get those tacks from the house. Perfect.
So I went ahead and pinned down the grids. I also poured in some worm castings, which I completely forgot. I did that after I planted them in, and that's okay. I am so happy I got this done. This was my biggest job, and it also took up the most space in my, under my grow lights. So I'm just so happy this is over.
All right, guys. So that is it. I have sweet white in the first 6 boxes here, and then shallots all throughout. I did put 5 in each, except for the shallots. I think I put 8 or 9 because they're smaller. Over here, I have the Utah and then the red onions. And then back here, I think I put some more white onions. Yeah, I did. I put the white onions back here, but everything is watered in. I'm feeling good. I did go ahead and plant some marigolds, you guys. Ah, look over there. It's crazy. Just look at the blooms. Just look at the blooms. Wow. What a mess. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave this video here. I have to do a lot of cleanup. Obviously, you can see the mess that happens when you start planting things in. They look like nothing because they're kind of laid flat, but soon they'll start to shoot up to go towards the sun and grow some more foliage, and it'll be wonderful. I'm so glad that I got these in, you guys. It's just another thing to tick off my box, and I'm feeling really good. If you like the video, please like it. It helps me out a lot. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe because I'd love to have you. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.